not me, not my son,
Welcome,
not my older
world.
son. As far as I know, I don't think anybody.
By a lot.
How are we doing today? As we see, the title is, first I probably should welcome you to the show. I'm tripping. First actual, second live. But it's Trade the Truth. This is the Truth Hour. We're going to give it to you raw. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Sitting here enjoying Truth Juice. Good malt spirits. It's just a joke. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get right into it, man. White people, stop. I'm gonna play some clips for you of white people whining, and I only say it's whining because to be the most powerful people, supposedly, let them tell it, they should be able to handle these type of situations. It's interesting how white people are amazed by the things that are happening now because of this government shutdown. They're having to do things they never had to do before. They don't understand. And you should hear the way they talk. And we'll have a little dialogue after that. But I'm going to play some stuff for you.
When the president was outside the White House just a couple of weeks ago, and he said, people will just have to, I feel their pain, people will just have to adjust.
Yeah.
How do they adjust?
How do you adjust when you don't? When you have $500 or $1,000 to spare, and you're out by $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000? How do you adjust? Tell me how that looks like.
People are going to pawn shops, having garage sales, and listing the items in.
Now listen to what he said. How do you adjust when you only have $500, $600 to spare, and you out $10,000, $12,000? It's funny how white people are asking these questions now, but they don't ask these questions when it's dealing with black folk. How the fuck we adjust working for fucking free for 400 goddamn years and never been given a goddamn nickel? We out millions of goddamn dollars. How the fuck do we adjust? I don't know. Start paying attention to y'all figure out how to fucking adjust. But right now, don't seem like too smart of a people right now, do you?
In their home on Craigslist. And these aren't unemployed people. They go to work every day.
Let's talk to one of them, a TSA agent working without pay, Christine Vitale. Christine, you work at Chicago O'Hare, one of the busiest airports in the country. We can talk about lines. We can talk about
having to put items on for sale.
Never get it wrong.
Why do you think there is an infrastructure for shit to be on sale for Craigslist? Because motherfuckers been broke before this goddamn government shut down.
You and your
Come on, white
it's been
people,
more than
start
4
thinking.
weeks now. It's been 4 weeks almost, and you have not received a paycheck. One paycheck, you're about to not get a second paycheck. How does that affect you and your financial situation?
Well, first off, I haven't paid my lot rent. I own a manufactured home, and I haven't paid my lot rent. I pay for the land.
Okay.
I own my house. Can't get my bills paid. And now it's coming down to having gas money to get to work.
Wow, gas money to get to work. Because you don't keep all this extra money around. You're not, and you work hard, but you're not one of the country's highest earners.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
So what are your bosses telling you?
Just hang in there. You know, they're coming to work too. They're not getting paid. So they're in the same boat as we all are.
A number of TSA workers are calling in sick today. The
Stop
TSA
whining.
administrator said that most TSA officers who are calling out are not actually calling out sick. They are often citing financial hardship as a reason that they can't get to work, including things you say, gas money, having to deal
Stop whining.
with child care.
Stop whining.
And some of them are taking other work to
Stop whining.
make ends meet.
That's true. I know a couple of people that are. It's getting to work. The issue is about getting to work. You know, we
Stop whining.
drive to work, and we don't have money for gas. If I have a choice
Stop whining.
between putting gas in my car or food on the table, it's going to be food on the table.
Stop whining. We've been making them choices for the fucking longest. What did Cat Williams say? He had the gas. Damn, did I eat today? Yeah, it's common feeling. It hurts right above the stomach, in between the back and the stomach. You ever heard a black person say their back they stomach is touching their back, that's where that pain comes in at. Stop fucking whining.
Have you applied for unemployment?
I have, and I was told I have a job. So I'm not,
I'm gonna run that. Damn. That's fucked up, ain't it? God damn. I ain't got no sympathy. Stop fucking whining. But listen to what she said. She went to the unemployment office. They said, no, bitch, you got a job. Yeah, these are the same excuses they give us when they don't want to fuck with us.
a job.
Stop whining.
So I'm not, a candidate for unemployment.
I'm not a
And
candidate.
if you- hold on,
Oh,
wait.
you know.
I told you I have a job. So
You got a
keep
job.
that
You do got a
unemployment
job, bitch. You got a
What if you
job.
called into work and said, I can't afford to fill my car with gas, I'm not coming in? Do you run the risk of getting fired?
Yes.
I'm not in that situation at the moment.
We
so
run the
I
risk of
don't
getting
know.
fired. Let me
I don't
call
know
and say
what
I ain't got no
will
gas
happen.
to make it
So
to work.
what's the next option?
Because
Do
the
you
400
get
years of not
money
being
for SNAP
paid.
for food stamps?
Cussing me out.
I applied for a
Well,
SNAP,
you
and
must don't like your job, sir.
I received a letter saying that the decision will be in 30 to 60 days.
30 to 60 days.
A decision.
A decision for
biggest
food
fear right
stamps. Stop whining.
Surviving.
Stop
Yeah,
whining.
keeping my job, supporting myself, supporting my son. It's something that's pretty scary right now.
Oh,
Now, any of the
scary.
bills that you owe at the end of this month, are you going to get an extension? The bank that you owe, the cell service, have you been told by any of these companies they're going to cut you a break for a while?
No. I was told by my cell phone company that I would get 14 days, and then in 14 days I could try and get another extension. Credit card bills, electric,
These white
gas,
corporations are going to take care of these white folks.
they just give you a
Watch.
14 days
Watch.
extension,
They
and
band
then
together.
then
Black
they
folk, I
let
want
me
you to pay
decide
attention to
what they're
how
gonna
they do, how they
You know,
operate
they could
about
turn
this
it
shit.
off. I don't know.
Watch what they do.
I've never been in a situation like this
They all going to collectively take this
have to
loss.
go through this.
Watch.
So what's your message?
Because
to
they
the
will not
Washington?
come on TV and admit
Pay
that they
us. You know,
voted for an
we are going
idiot.
to work. We are literally working for free right now. Just give us our pay.
Did you hear what she said? This white people, when you pass a black person on the street, right, and they look at you a certain type of way. Like, here's what I mean when I say certain type of way. The reason why you probably clutch your purse is because of the fact that in your heart, you know 400 years of slavery was fucked up. And you know you was wrong for that shit. And you know at any moment, one of our ancestors can jump in the body of somebody living and strangle the fuck out of you. So that's why you fucking clutch your purse. Because you know what? I just heard the way you just said that. We are literally working for free. Yeah, how that shit feel? Stop fucking whining.
Just give us our pay. You guys are getting your paycheck. Pay us.
But they ain't getting
Have
their
you reached
paycheck.
out? Have you written to your local congressperson?
Fuckers don't give a shit
Oh
about
yeah,
you.
I've been in contact with both of my senators.
Senators
I am
don't
the,
give a fuck. They
legislative
got
affairs
paid.
coordinator for our union for TSA.
Fuck about
And so,
you.
I've had conversations with both
Oh,
of
you
our
thought it was
senators,
just the
and
niggas
they've
they
been
didn't give
pretty
a fuck
helpful
about.
and trying to
No.
fight for us. They've been really good to us.
They don't give a fuck
Christine,
about nobody.
We've heard comments from the president that those people who are going without pay believe in the cause and are supportive of this.
No, we're not.
Are you
They
supportive
are.
of the
Watch.
shutdown?
Watch. Listen.
I am not.
Do you know
I am not.
anyone who is?
Ask her if she's in support
A lot of my
of
family
the
are.
wall being
A lot of
built.
my family are. Not me. Not my son. Not my older son. As far as I know, I don't think anybody that lived with me or like closest to me, I don't think they agree with it.
Nah, hell
But I
no,
know
they
my
don't agree
family
with
does. I get messages on Facebook, text messages saying that it's for a good cause.
I don't.
Can't respond.
Are those people in your family who are telling you that it's for a good cause? Are they directly affected by this? Are any of them currently out of work, not getting paid
No.
because of it?
No, they're not. So they don't know what the situation is, how.
Causing
nobody can
division
tell
within
you
their own
exactly
camp.
how a person feels unless you're in the situation.
They've caused
I am going
an
to work.
internal class
I'm
system
going to
within
work
their
40
own
hours a
camp,
week. And I know I'm
inadvertently.
It's a rough scenario to have to live in.
Now they
Make a
people looking
choice
down on them
to,
like they ain't shit.
Work for the government. It wasn't something
Goes
that
around,
I
comes
decided
around, buddy. It
that I
comes
was going to be
around.
aware of, that I wasn't going to get a paycheck.
Christine, one of the things we've been doing is reaching out to companies to ensure that they they are accommodating to people like you. So I'm going to ask our producers who have spoken to you to just get your information about those creditors, and we will definitely reach out on your behalf to make sure that they accommodate you, because as you said, this is not
NBC,
your
is you
doing.
gonna
This
pay
is not
on
your
her
fault.
motherfucking
You have
behalf,
done nothing wrong,
bitch?
and you are going to work, and you to have to worry about food, and to have to worry
Her
about
water,
unemployment
her
and
electric
SNAP.
in Chicago, come on.
It's so shameful. You shouldn't have to worry about these kind of things. You go to work every
Continue
day.
to do while not being paid
Stop whining.
to keep us safe. It's one of the most vital jobs in this country, and thank you for doing that.
But wait a
Thanks,
minute.
Christine.
Thank
If
you.
they're getting
Thank
paid
you.
to keep us safe, Trump's saying we ain't
You
safe.
know, this
So
is
something's
such
up
a,
here.
these TSA.
There's
Look,
a
I
miss
have,
here.
You know, sometimes we all have issues with TSA.
White people
but
need to
the
stop
fact is,
fucking
their
whining.
job is to keep us safe.
Grab your
It is a
nuts.
high stress job. If they mess up, something very, very serious can go wrong. And then to
Okay,
have
hold
that
on,
kind of
Alan.
stress on your life while you're doing that.
Even if you thought that the TSA
Oh, really?
stinks, that's irrelevant. This woman goes to work every day
Yeah.
and does her job. And at the end of that week, they're not sending her a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
So she's in a position where she can't pay for water or power.
It's incredible.
She's got 14 days and then they're going to
And
evaluate.
just so you all know, you can tweet us. We are making phone calls to banks, to service providers, to utility providers, to ask them to join in this struggle with those people who, through no fault of their own, cannot pay their bills. So please
And there are
just
companies out there,
email us.
and we'll forget some of their names, but there's Bank America,
Lots of them.
JP Morgan Chase, Verizon, AT&T, and others who are specifically making accommodations
Yeah.
for these people. It does make me think, though, because you keep mentioning it, it's more than just federal workers. What about the accommodations for their landlords, the local businesses,
Correct.
people who don't directly work for the government,
who are also
getting
losing money because
slammed?
all that money you said people are not getting paid. Someone's not making that money. Someone's not earning
Ali,
that money. Some
what if-
corner store's not getting getting people into their
What
store.
if I owned a store right next to the passport office, and
Right.
at that store, that's where you get your passport photo taken and you buy the cover for it? You know how much business that store is doing?
Right.
None.
Hey, MSNBC fans, thanks
Stop
for checking
whining.
out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button.
Listen, folks, this is folks, listen, white people, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Whether you want to hear it or not, whether I say it or not, I'm going to continue to say it.
I'm creating my Wix site. You think you already have a stunning website? That's cool. You're welcome to skip.
I'm getting used to this. Whether I'm going to say it or not, because I am. Your circumstance is going to forever say, serves you right. All the pain we felt, the tears, the crying, the wondering how you're going to feed your family and put gas in your car, because we've always been subjugated without a job with adequate pay. We're used to working for free, by force. This is nothing new for us. But maybe if you would do a better job of being nice to people, you would learn some things from people. Because we haven't yet banded together and thoroughly kicked your ass for what you did to us. Because clearly in the grand scheme of things, we're going to be here long past you're gone, and we just don't really give a fuck anymore. Because at the end of the day, we're better than you. I don't care how you feel about that, but that's the truth. As long as you're acting this way, we're better than you. And you know it, and you're guilty because of that. This is just the truth. And it's long time that somebody tell you, stop whining. You want to build a wall because our immigration system is torn. I heard our president say, immigrants are bringing in drugs, kids are being murdered and tortured, little girls are being raped. And it's a tragedy, and we shouldn't let these kind of people in. And he says, and then we're throwing out people, smart people. You know? He said, I don't care about politically correct, but it's just what it is. You just want smart people. I guess everyone else is dumb. But look who's dumb now, Trump. You're out on the island, buddy. Because you have been forced to shit on your own people to get what you want. Because at the end of the day, you're broke. You don't have anything. You know, it may look like you have something. Yeah, you may be able to go get, you know, a loaf of bread whenever you want to. But at the end of the day, you're broke because you have no people behind you. Because you've sold your people out for a scheme. See, you're a con artist. See, I've already listened to your con with this here wall. We need a wall to secure the border. That no terrorist is coming across. You want to build a wall. You want $800 million for humanitarian aid. You want $805 million for drug detecting technology. Now, I'm not stupid. Technology and aid is the two easiest ways to squander and launder money. And then he says, it's not even going to be a continuous wall, just in the high priority areas. But wait a minute. High priority for what? People coming across the border? It's not illegal to come across the border. Listen, man. If these Mexican people want to take the risk of coming across the border, knowing what goes on, knowing what happens, listen to me now. Let them do that, because clearly they've been doing it for years. They're not complaining. So that's what let us know it's a scheme. It's a scheme, man. Our president is a con artist. American people, I'm telling you, our president is a con artist. $805 million for drug detecting technology? What is he going to do? Get 805 million dogs? I'm really interested to know what corporation he owns that makes drug detecting technology. This is a scheme. Because he's willing to use good, hard-working government American people to leverage that. And you white people are going to fall for it every time. Every time you're going to fall for it, man. Every time you're going to fall for it. Every time. And that's unfortunate. You know why it's unfortunate? Because we get to sit back and watch it happen, man. And that, my friend, it makes for great entertainment. Either way you slice it. I'm going to sit back and I'm sorry. This is just too good, man. This is just too good, man. This is hilarious, man. White people, listen. Get over yourself, man. You have thoroughly screwed up your country. drop the ball. You don't know how to react. You don't know what to do. Shit is bad for you. You're broke. You got inner turmoil. When did you think the chickens was gonna come home to roost? As my brother said it. When did you think that was gonna happen? Or you thought that was never gonna happen, huh? Okay. Guess what? Bing, the light is on, bitch. We left the light on for you. It's over for you now. It's done. It is done. Sir Orangeums has basically sold you guys up a fucking proverbial river. He doesn't give a shit. He don't give a shit. He said, I could just make an executive order to build the wall up myself if I want to. See, now this goes to show you how fucked up he is. Listen, I don't care how you feel about my life. I don't give a shit. This goes to show you how fucked up he is. He can end the government shutdown right now and get y'all people paid and use an executive order and get the wall built. He just wants to win. He wants you to back. He wants you to back down. He wants you to say uncle, and you guys are going to say auntie. Watch, you give a fuck, because you guys are soft bitch made. Niggas will be like, oh, never forget fuck about no shutdown. Go ahead. We ain't building shit, motherfucker. We ain't got nothing, no goddamn way. So what you ain't sending the food stamps? We don't give a fuck. Who cares? Oh well. Don't give a shit. You know how many cows is out there? I go drive out 70 East or 70 West, go out into the countryside. You know how many fucking cows is out there? Bet I eat. God damn it. I know where I can go catch 25 crappie at a time, each morning, every day. I sit out there all day, I got 100 crappie. Guaranteed. I bet I eat. So, shut the government down. Go ahead, we don't give a shit. You know how long it take a chick to go to a chicken and start laying eggs? A few weeks. Bet I eat. Water? I don't need your funky ass tap water no way. Y'all got all kind of chemicals and shit in that anyway. Shit. Fuck that. I know how to get fluid from fruits and vegetables. Believe that. Filter some fresh water from out the river. Fuck you. Bet I know. Bet. Think you gonna have me by the nut sacks. But that got y'all by the nut sacks. Y'all don't know what to do. Trying to pawn y'all whole house away. Like pawn shops been here for hundreds of years. You know why? Because niggas been broke for hundreds of years. This is nothing new or shocking. You notice how you walked in the pawn shop and there was already shit there? 9 times out of 10, this is nigga shit. You ain't couldn't come back to get it. Because they give you more to pawn it than to buy it. Yeah. Sometimes not shit. Yeah. So I'm just saying. You know. If all you bougie niggas thought you was better than somebody because you work over at the depot. How that's working out for you? You call a little Juju on the block because you know he sell that thing. You need a couple $100, you can buy some food this month. He's like, oh, Uncle Johnny calling. How you doing? What warrants the call this morning? What? They ain't paid y'all? That's fucked up. Oh, shit. Hold on, I got another call coming. Don't hang up. Don't hang up. Don't hang up. Yeah, John. John, you still there? Yeah, yeah. No, that was Timmy. That was Timmy. Yeah, you know he worked for TSA out there in Albuquerque. Yeah. Yeah, they ain't pay him neither. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty messed up though. But so you say you, damn, spamming eggs this morning, huh? That's, yeah, I know how to do this. All you gotta do is put a little bit of lard down at the bottom of the pan. Just heat it up a little bit and fry it a little bit crispy. You don't need no salt or nothing on it. It's salty as hell. You're gonna have diabetes, hypertension when you get done eating. Yeah, I'm telling you, fry that egg kind of soft, mayonnaise, piece of cheese on your bread, man. I'm telling you, man, that'll carry you through going to work, especially when you're working for nothing. Yeah, send me. Yeah, I'll send you a couple dollars, man. I got you. I'll send you a couple dollars. All right, love y'all. I mean, it's funny, but it's true. Chicken's coming home to roost. It's coming home to roost. If you're not ready for the reality of what you do, what goes around comes around. And right now, white people, would run around with slavery and working for free. What's coming around is working for free. That type of shit just happens to you when you abuse and neglect people and fuck over them. You getting abused and neglected and fucked over. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You can't even really see me that good. I'm sorry. This is free TV here. There's nothing formatted or standard. You might see the camera move. I'm not gonna do too much. But I don't live by the format. You know why I don't live by the format? Because that shit is fake and garbage. I like the technology, but everything else, subject. I'm gonna make sure I have a decent light for you so you can see my wonderful gorilla face. And other than that, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna talk shit. We're gonna just talk shit. This is Truth Hour. This is Truth Hour. If you're watching, hit the button, like, subscribe to my page if you want to, or if you don't want to, don't. You can just sit and be a lurker and just troll my page. I love my haters. Those are the motherfuckers who I want to come on my page and watch what I got to say. Because I'm going to say it. And if you don't like it, guess what? Deal with it. Because right now, you white people sound crazy. Play some more clips for you. How ridiculous you guys sound.
This is an ad for project management.
Ready for this? Listen to this ridiculous.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us now. Jill?
Anthony?
Good morning. Explain to Jill Schlesinger.
That was quite an introduction. Jill? Okay.
This ought to be good.
So we 100,000 workers who aren't getting paychecks. Second time.
Yes.
The government, the administration is basically saying it's
800,000 workers. That's what they say. Now, mind you, I don't never believe nothing the news say. What the numbers say, you shouldn't either. But you should always believe that it's either higher or it is lower. But it is going to be close to that somewhere around there. So I say give or take 500,000 to 1 million people out of work. That's a lot of people out of work.
it's only going to knock 1/10 of a point off GDP
Per week.
per week.
So that's a half for the.
So what does this do to our economy?
So this is a problem.
These fools
The
still counting the
800,000
stock
people
market.
are
Bitch, ain't no
obviously
stock
not
market.
spending money. So that is one direct impact. But there are some subtle different impacts that we are seeing. The first of which is all those people are spending money in stores in the past. They're not doing it right now. So maybe it's the diner near the office where they're not going to lunch. We also know the government itself is not spending as much money because they have various.
Government don't
flexible
have no
budgets.
money.
We also know there are a lot of small businesses and certain types of loans that are backed by government entities. Those are frozen.
Oh,
IPOs.
loans is frozen.
So that is why economists are thinking that although the effect may swing back once
Poor
they
white
do
people.
get the government open, it may not be as good as we think. We could see growth for the first
Thank you
quarter
for stopping
go
at the
down
Trace
as low
Truth
as 0.
Hour.
I'm talking to a we thought we were
Talking about this
2.2,
government shutdown this
2.3%.
morning.
Now they're saying 1. The longer it goes on, we could have a 0%.
Hello, my
quarter.
two viewers.
Doesn't
I don't
mean
know
it
who
will
you
be
are.
0% forever, but it does
I'm
mean
getting
that
used to
this
this
can have
YouTube
a
thing, so I don't know if you can
longer-lasting
comment.
effect than previous
Hard
shutdowns,
subscribe,
simply because
leave a comment so I can at least know who you are, so I can keep in touch with you.
Because top
Let
administration
you know what's
officials,
going
his
on, tell
economic
you the
advisor
truth.
Larry Kudlow
Because
in the
clearly
Trump
you're here because
administration
you want the
says that
truth.
it will instantly
You
snap
right
back.
here
Do you
because
buy
you want
that?
the truth.
Doesn't sound like you do.
I don't think
This
that there's
is
a bigger
bullshit.
problem that we're seeing. We just got a consumer confidence index reading that was the lowest in more than 2 years. So that's not every single person
I'm gonna
who's
give you the truth.
directly impacted by this shutdown. So as we see confidence start to erode, the question is, will that actually deter regular people not directly impacted by the shutdown to spend less? If that were to occur, this is not just a plain old snapback. And remember, growth this year was already supposed to slow down from last year.
Front page of the paper yesterday, the financial papers, China's economy is slowing. Are we heading towards a recession?
Well, I mean, look, it's been going on, this expansion,
recession?
for almost 10 years. And so the question
You just said 800,000 people have been going to work for 33 days and haven't gotten paid. I don't know the definition of a recession. Oh, you're right, we're not in a recession. You guys have become slaves.
of whether there is an imminent recession, most economists do not believe that. However, as you say, China's slowing down, Europe's slowing down, U.S. is slowing down. We will see lower growth this year. The impact of those tax cuts is basically vanished. We're going back to where we were before those tax cuts. That's about a 2 to 2.5% annual growth rate here in the U.S. It's growth, it's not recession, but we are slowing down.
Thanks, Jill.
Thank you, Joe.
They talking. They don't want to say it. Listen, they're never going to admit that they're slaves. They're not going to admit that right now. For 33 days, they 33 days a slave. You know what? We should do it. Somebody should do a documentary. I'm not in the documentary business. 33 days a slave. It's not funny, but it's true. And I'm here to tell you the truth. And the truth is 33 days a slave. Oh, listen to this.
That's up to 3 times the normal percentage, according to the age. 1 in 10 TSA screeners called in sick over the weekend. That's up to 3 times the normal percentage, according to the agency itself. Many employees are saying they just can't go on working without pay. On Friday, Randy Kay sat down with 5 federal workers, 1 from the EPA, 2 from the Bureau of Prisons.
Many of them are saying, we shall overcome. Just can't do it anymore. No justice, no peace. How does that feel? How's that working out for you?
Here's that report.
How many of you are running out of money? Raise your hand.
Out of 5, that's 5 of them.
Mara Perlman's son needs medication for ADHD.
I don't know how I'm going to pay the $250 a month.
Or her son
For
needs
his
ADHD medication. He's
My
going to choke
husband
and
and I
kill everybody in the house.
Put ourselves on a macaroni and cheese and grilled cheese
Ooh,
sandwich
that's heavy
diet,
stress.
so therefore the kids can eat.
Tom Ruiz is picking up extra cash playing guitar at a coffee shop, but that may not be enough to afford his regular MRIs for MS.
Those 3 added up to out-of-pocket costs, $550. And that's with insurance. But I have to get them. I have to make sure that this disease is held in check.
Kyle Coates, a divorced dad, may have to skip the 300-mile drive every other week to see his daughter.
I wouldn't have the gas money
As of today, Kyle is broke.
You ran out of money today.
for that.
Bitch said today I ran out of money before I got here. I used my last $5 to get here to this interview. Poor Kyle, he's an
Called
idiot.
my parents and they're going to put in $300 for me today. So.
And you know you have 0 income, but there is no end in sight. That's what becomes the problem.
And when a top economic advisor of the Trump administration suggested this is a paid vacation, this furloughed worker was furious.
That's what really boiled my blood. But you got to understand the psychological impacts of this. Being at home, we feel undervalued. We're
Oh, it's a psychological
and that
impact?
results
Oh,
in
they
just
start to
low
finally
morale, of
admit it.
course.
Kyle, do you think that President Trump can relate to the situation that you're in?
I mean, we never relate to a guy that's living paycheck to paycheck. I don't think so. I don't think anybody in Congress.
There's one
could
brother on the panel, he
relate.
just looking like,
As a
I'm
Trump
used to this,
voter,
I
you
am,
agree
shit, I'm
100%
used to
with what
this.
he's doing.
Don't agree 100%. I don't believe in
You say he's bad, they ain't gonna ask him no
holding
questions.
anybody's paycheck hostage. Democrat, Republican, I don't care who you are.
What about Speaker Pelosi? Do you think she can relate to the position that you all are in?
No, and honestly, I don't think she cares.
Brother
Every
over there, cause they needed
interview
one
she
brother,
does, and she's got this smirk on her
so
face.
they can
that she's
even it
winning.
out.
She's not.
Who do you blame for the position that you're in?
Congress as a whole. I would love to really point my finger a lot right now to Mitch McConnell, who refuses to allow a vote in the Senate.
I blame the entire leadership. As a leader, you don't get a chance to shift the blame. You have to take responsibility, period.
You did vote for Donald Trump. I mean, do you feel betrayed by this?
I definitely feel betrayed by him. You know, he talked about, you know, supporting law enforcement. I'm a federal law enforcement officer not receiving pay.